The Navajo Tribe has existed for over 150 years. In those 150 years, many things have changed and shaped the way the Navajo Tribe is now. From the hardships of the Europeans coming to America to where they are today, there's no denying that things haven't changed for this populous tribe. But I'm sure you're asking yourself, what has exactly changed? Well, all of this. Originally, when the Navajo tribe was formed, they lived in parts of Canada and what is now Alaska. They lived there for quite a while until they decided that they should migrate. They moved all the way in Canada to the southwest of the United States in the Four Corners region. If you do not know, the Four Corners region has its name from the four states Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico that make Four Corners. In the present day, the Navajos still live in the Four Corners region, so I guess they're like in their home. Day to day, you will find the Navajo, or Dine as they call themselves, in hogans, which are houses made of logs like igloos. One of the things they do as well are build these hogans. I mean, they need shelter, so they have to get it some way. Additionally, whenever they leave their hogans, you will find them herding sheep on horseback, making jewelry, and sewing rugs, among many other activities, which leads me to the next chapter. For the children of the Navajo tribe, their activities were usually chores, but when they weren't doing those, they played different games, such as string games, the shoe game, and the stick game. Hobbies for the Navajo consisted of things I mentioned a bit before, like pottery, silversmithing, and jewelry making. The Navajo also had many special ceremonies. For example, Kilnada is one of their ceremonies that is a ritual for coming-of-age women. Other ceremonies include wedding ceremony, which is your average wedding ceremony, and Yevachai, also known as Nightway, which is a 9-day ceremony in the winter where the Navajo honor the Yay, which are the deities of Navajo culture. I'm sure they have many, many other activities, but I have quite a bit to still talk about, so let's get to that.
How old are you?
I'm 4 years old.
You are the youngest person ever.
The Navajo happen to use a lot of human-environment interaction. For example, they interacted with the Pueblo tribe to learn how to farm. If you're wondering why they interacted with the Pueblo, that's because the Pueblo is also based in the Southwest, just like the Navajo. Furthermore, they used animals in their environment for food, especially sheep, which they also used for their wool to make clothing out of. Likewise, the environment also affected the Navajo heavily too. For example, in 2014, many people of the Navajo had to relocate because of massive sand dunes. In addition, the Navajo also go through many droughts because of their desert-like climate in the southwest of the U.S. All in all, the Navajo have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the environment. I wish I could tell you that the Europeans and the Navajo lived happily ever after, but sadly, that's not true. When the Europeans found the Navajo, they carried diseases that the Navajo had zero immunity to. Because of this, 80 to 95% of Navajo people were killed. Luckily for the Navajo tribe, this population was quickly built back up, and they now currently stand as the second most populous tribe behind the Cherokee. Another thing that the Europeans did was introduce the Navajo to many new technologies and traditions, which I would say is definitely better than killing 80 to 95% of them. At the end of the day, the Europeans both helped and simultaneously destroyed the Navajo tribe. As I mentioned earlier, the Navajos still live in the Four Corners, and they have become very large with a high population of 300 to 400,000 people. However, something new that happened late last month was a plane crash that landed in the Navajo Nation, which sadly killed 4 people. Something a bit more uplifting that has happened for the Navajo tribe is that in the town of Bloomfield, New Mexico, which is a town just outside of the Navajo Nation, a football game has been won by the Bloomfield Bobcats against the Miramura Patriots, located in Gallup, New Mexico. With all that said, the Navajo seem to be doing pretty well in the present day with the recent news. Hey everybody, I thought I would put this here as a bit of a special thanks to everybody, and just giving credit where credit is due. First of all, thank you for watching the video. I made this as a school project, but I still thought it was fun to make. And secondly, off of the school project, I want to thank my social studies teacher, Miss Marks, for having this assignment. And I hope you give me a perfect score, because that would be really great. But yeah, all credits to everything and any corrections will be in the description if you want to look at those. If not, then I will see you later. Have a great day.